this induction, which is an orientation to the Facilitative Leader virtual learning space. So I'm Paul Cummings. I will be the facilitator for the program. So it's great to have the opportunity to introduce myself and to show you the learning environment. So you will have received an email from Kinharvie, and there is a link in that email which, when you click, will bring you to this page. So your internet browser will open at this page. So this is the welcome page. So what I'd like to do is just focus on this top line here. So you'll be able to see my cursor. And on this top line is the main menu. So when you click on welcome, it opens this page. When you click on, for example, overview, it opens another page. When you click on day one, there are a number of menus here. And that will be options for us for different pages on day one. So I will direct us and let you know where you need to be. The main thing is that you will always come back to the welcome page. And on that page is our main virtual space for meetings. So you will see here the main meeting room. And you will join the induction session on the 23rd of September at 9 o'clock. And you join it by simply clicking on this icon. So if you click there, it's being a bit slow. There we go. So when you click there, welcome. So when you click there, it starts your camera. You might need to give it some permission. But if it asks you for permission, just grant it permission to use your camera and your mic. So the virtual space is organized in three frames, three horizontal frames. So this is the first one, which is the main menu. That will always be at the top of your page. Then there is this grey frame, this horizontal grey frame here. This is where all the video cameras will be. So when each of you joins, you will be in a different square, and you'll be able to see and hear everyone in this grey space here. And then this space underneath the grey space is where you will see the content. So all the content will be displayed here. And the way that you will see that content is by scrolling down. So if you see my bar to the right, you can use this to scroll down. And what you'll see is different content on different pages as we go. So on the page here, this is the welcome page. So just to give you an orientation here, there is an invitation to complete 3 tasks. And the first task is to go to the learning objectives. So that would be at the top here. So again, you would click there, learning objectives. And there are 3 questions here. So if you again scroll down, what do you want to achieve by participating in this training? What needs to happen for you to leave feeling that it's time well spent? And what support or challenge would you welcome from your peers? And so simply what you'll do is you'll type in your response there. So click and you can start to type in your response. Once you've given your response, then you can click publish. And that will be available for everyone to see. So to go back to the instructions, go to the top of the menu again and click on welcome. And again, you will see the instructions there. You can watch the video in induction. So once I've completed this video, I will upload it so that you can see it here. So that's a previous video. So again, back to welcome. And the third task that it invites you to do here is to scroll to the bottom of the page. And so once you've joined, you should find a circle with your initials. You can click on that. It will open up and you can change your profile image. So you can add a picture of yourself. You can upload a picture of yourself there. That's an invitation. You don't have to do that. Okay, so let's go back to this video part, because this gets a little bit technical and a little bit complicated. But you'll get very familiar with it quite quickly, but initially you might find it daunting. But the point of the induction is really to help us get familiar. So when you've joined, you will have here camera and mic. Those are two important buttons. So if you click on camera, then that will stop your camera. And so that means if you need to, for whatever reason, stop your camera, then you can do that. Usually when we go on a break, we'll stay in the room but stop the camera. And then you can click on mic. Clicking on mic means you won't be heard. Click on it again and you will be heard. And what we ask is that for the times when you're not speaking, the default position is that you will have your mic on mute. There's a share icon here, you're not going to need that. People, that will just tell you the different people who are in the room. So there's just one person in the room, so I'll just close that. And leave. So this is if you want to leave, you would click on this icon here. You can also leave using this icon here. They both do the same thing. If sometimes you're not able to see these menus, then if you click up here, there are 3 dots, and that sometimes gives you the mic and camera menu if that's not here. So this area, so I said there are 3 horizontal sections. There's the menu at the top, there's this section here which appears when you're in a room, and then there's a section underneath here which is where all the content is. So this is where you'll be invited to scroll so that you can see the different content. If you see here, it's quite hard to see. Some people see it as a white line, other people see it as a grey line. If you put your mouse on this grey line, you can see that these up and down arrows appear. So you can click and drag and you can make this area smaller. And when you make this area smaller, you can see more of the content underneath. Sometimes when we're just having a conversation and we're not focusing on content, you might want to click and drag on this again to make that area bigger, and you will see more of the video cameras. So that's just an option for you, and you'll get a feel for when you want to make that change. So you're just clicking and dragging in order to expand the video camera horizontal pane, or to expand the window pane that has the content. So that's something that you can play around with. So I'll just leave that there. What else do I need to tell you about? If we go to overview, then we can see the purpose of the program, our timetable there, our agenda for each of the days. So if you keep scrolling, and importantly, we have the workbook for the course, and you can view the workbook like this, so you can scroll through it. So there are 55 pages, and you can scroll through the workbook, and it will pull up each of the different pages. Looks like my internet's a bit slow just now. Here we go. So you can view it there on your screen, or if you wish, and I would probably recommend this, you can download it. So you can click on download and you can save it to your computer, and if you want, you can also print it off. So some people prefer having the printed pages. So that's our overview for our time together. Day 1, we click on connecting together, so we'll spend some time connecting together on day 1, and we've got a bit of a task there. So I'll direct you through all the menu each time, but always we're going to come back to welcome. If you get lost, if you're unsure where you are supposed to be, then just come back to welcome and you'll find the group, the main group there. So that's everything I want to inform you of just now. I will have the opportunity and we can be in the room together on the induction day. If you've got any questions meantime, then do let me know, and I look forward to seeing you at the induction.